Today we're going to talk through the best shoes for heavy runners. So we've selected our 3 favourite shoes that we typically recommend to those who are starting off running or those who are slightly heavier, trying to increase their fitness, and they're looking for a shoe that's comfortable and can accommodate them. So the 3 shoes we've selected are the New Balance Fresh Foam, the Hoka Bondi and the Asics Gel Kayano. We'll break down the features of each, and hopefully by the end of the video you'll have a better understanding of which shoe might work better for you. So in terms of cushioning, they're all a relatively maximal cushion shoe. So what you can see with the Fresh Foam V4, it's one of New Balance's most cushioned shoe. They've got their notorious Fresh Foam cushioning, which is super soft, super light, really plush underneath your foot and feels like you're walking on a cloud. Has a little bit of responsiveness, but ultimately it's a nice soft shoe. You get it's very similar feel to Hoka Bondi 8. So as you can see, it's got a nice high stack height and a nice soft cushion. It uses a CMEVA cushioning, which is super light. The shoe feels light as a feather despite the amount of cushioning that you get in it. Again, in the Asics you got a plush type of cushioning, and that's one of the reasons why we chose these 3 shoes. They've got that nice soft cushioning. In terms of the Asics Gel Kayano, it's more of a stability shoe and one of the most stable shoes on the Asics range, and it provides stability in different ways. One is it has a medial arch support, so you can see this grey bit on the inner aspect of the shoe, so it gives a little bit of support under the arch of the foot. That can be helpful if you've got a flatter foot, struggle with pronation moments, or you find that your foot fatigues a little bit at the end of a run. That gives that extra bit of support. It's got a broader base underneath, so that helps to give stability, and it's got a nice heel flare, so if you're a heel to toe runner, it ensures a nice smooth transition from heel into midfoot. With the Hoka, what you get is some stability by the built up sidewall, so inside the shoe there's a little bit built up on either side, and that helps to reduce the amount that your foot can move from side to side. Hoka's shoes are notorious for their 4-foot rocker, so as you can see it just curves up towards the front, and that facilitates a running gait, helps you with pushing through and makes the gait cycle nice and smooth. Then with the New Balance, it's got a nice heel counter as well, so you can see underneath here that it's curved upwards. It's got a relatively aggressive 4-foot rocker as well, so that helps to tilt you forward. So nice cushion with a 4-foot rocker, and this has some sidewalls built in inside, and it's really helpful to have these sidewalls on these highly cushioned shoes because this adds that extra bit of stability. As we know, the more cushion you have underneath, typically it's more unstable, so the sidewalls help to counteract that. In terms of the fit, what we find is that you've got a normal fit on the Asics Gel Kayano, so it's true to fit size, and there's plenty of room in the toe box, and with the wider base it accommodates your toes display, accommodates a wider foot. With the Hoka, they're notorious for being a slightly narrow fit in the toe box. The Bondi is slightly wider than other shoes in the range, but it's still relatively narrow, and if you have a wider foot you might need the EE or the wider version of their normal shoe. New Balance typically has a slightly wider 4-foot, and we see this in the Fresh Foam as well, so it will fit a normal foot or slightly wider foot, and they do have a wider version if you do have an extra wide foot. In terms of weight, they all come in at a similar weight despite the amount of cushioning and support they have within them. So overall, 3 great shoes. If you're looking for a little bit of extra stability, then we look at the Asics Gel Kayano. If you're looking at super cushioned, a little bit responsive and nice and light despite all the cushioning and support, then we look at the Bondi or the More V4. If you've got any questions on the shoes, please leave them in the comment section below. If you found the video helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel.